What's up, everybody? Welcome to Heart and Soul Promotions' first show of the year 2024, 7 Minutes in Hell. That's right. I'm the important one, Mr. Mayhem. Man, we got a great show for you tonight. We're going to find out once and for all. Mr. Wallace, old school. This time there will be no ties. If we need to bring in a fourth judge, we will bring in a fourth judge. We will have a decision. But we're starting right off with the match that was recently signed. Myself and Rich Man working together to have this match. Vagabond and Bossellini, Carter Diamond. Gentlemen, take the stage.
It's just different.
Right, greetings to the fans of Heart and Soul Promotions. You are my favorite in the world. Warm regards and emphatic hellos all the way around. I am Rich Man of the Board of Directors, and I feel like I have the need to come out here and set the record straight and explain some things that some of you might not understand need to be explained. Now, this match here between Vagabond and Bossellini is a result of my attempt to work amicably with Mr. Mayhem. Of course, those of you that follow along know that the arbitrator Jordan Drake had to come out here and set some things in the right direction after some conflict. And it would be demonstrably untrue for me to say that there was no animosity between Mr. Mayhem in recent months. But we're working to fix that. I want to grow from it. And so I brought him the idea of having Vagabond take on a 6'5", 400-pound boss. And the reason I'm doing that is, number one, Vagabond, shortly before I got on the board of directors, you unleashed the virus into HSP, and that is a mess I had to clean up administratively that I'm, quite honestly, still pissed off about. So you're getting a little bit of comeuppance for that one. But the other and more important issue here is I have this overwhelming feeling that Vagabond wants to be a member of the cartel. And if he's going to be part of us, we're going to need to keep his skills sharp. Now listen, Vagabond, I don't have to have you tell me that you want to be involved. I can read the clues written on the board here, huh? We got Mr. Wallace. He was your tag team partner in the era of reality, huh? We're going against the storyteller. You just finished up a big to-do with him, and you beat him, too. You beat him bad. He looks like shit because of what you did. So I know that you got the desire, but let's make sure you got the skills and the talent and show it to all the loyal fans here of Heart and Soul Promotions. Thank you all. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is I, the different breed, the Baba Yaga, the motherfucking Vagabond. You're gonna see the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest. I am your chaotic poet, and I am your current #1 contender for the Pure Heart title. Whether it's going to be held by Mr. Wallace, can't forget the Mr. or Old School. And I'm facing none other than Carter Diamond, aka Bossellini of the motherfucking cartel. Because Rich Man thinks he's in the avenue of deciding whether my skills need to be sharp or not. I know my skills are sharp. Every Everyone in HSP knows my skills are sharp, but does Boss-a-Lee know that my skills are always sharp? No, he does not, because every time you and I cross paths with each other, what happens, Boss-a-Lee? You run into the world of trouble. You run into a world of pain, misery, agony, and suffering, all of which I am more than capable of dishing out to you each and every time. Because we've gone forward, we've gone backwards, we've gone up and down, side to side, 360 no scope. Doesn't matter what we did, you always ran into the wall of verbal violence, bro. Verbal violence, that's one of my nicknames. Hell, that's a pay-per-view named in WGP, named after yours truly. So you know how good I am, Boss-a-Lee. Because I've been watching your little hypes. You've been focusing on Heathen. You've been focusing on the Soul Fire. You should be focusing on me, G. Because I ain't the one you want to take your eyes off, bro. Because the moment you take your eyes off, I bring this out and I crack you in the fucking skull. Or I'll do you the way I did Storyteller. Manipulate you, twist you, fold you, bend you, break you, smash your spirit, drag your sorry, pitiful ass deep into the shadow realm. From whence you'll never ever return, from whence you'll never ever be the fucking same again. So tell me, boss, what are you gonna do that's gonna stop me from sending your punk ass broken, battered into a pine fucking box back to the cartel like my name was Benny Blanco from the Bronx? Nothing, bro. You ain't gonna do shit to me. Cause once again, the narrative is always gonna be the same. You can't match my swagger. You can't match my shit talk. You can't do anything I do. You can't walk it like I walk it. You can't talk it like I talk it. On your best day, you can't match me. I'll be in a hospital bed, in a coma, in a fucking vegetative state, and I will still be leaps and bounds ahead of you, cuz. That's the thing you gotta understand and realize. You can't touch me. I'm the most dangerous man in HSP. Everybody needs to fucking realize this shit. I ain't the one to fuck with. Everybody is gonna fucking fear me. Mr. Wallace, old school, I hope you watch it. Cause you got me to worry about. Bang!
Oh, ladies and gentlemen of the HSP, you know who it is. It is me. It's the OG Boss-a-Lee, a.k.a. Carter Diamond, because I shine bright like one. But why am I here today? It's real simple. It's not going to be no games. It's not going to be no trap talking. It's just me and you, Vagabond. Vagabond, they said that this is a test for you. Well, I look at it as an opportunity for me. It's a chance for me to show the whole world why I am worthy of being in the title picture of whatever title I choose. Yes, I am one half of your HSP Tag Team Champions of the World. Yes, the cartel does what we want to and how we want to. But see, Vagabond, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about them, how we whooped on you. Remember, matter of fact, you was in the match where these tag titles were won the first time that the cartel had them. But you see, Wallace left you and chose the right choice, by the way. But see, here it is. You got the opportunity. You went out and you defeated the Storyteller and his team of minions to get that opportunity to go after the Pure Heart title. And now that you got the opportunity to go after the Pure Heart title, they gave you a roadblock. They didn't give you a small roadblock. They gave you a 6'5", 450-pound roadblock called Boss-a-Lee. And you know what that means? It's real simple. Very, very simple. I'm going to run through every inch of you to show why I deserve to be in the title picture. The title picture that I've been. See, I made my shot. I called my shot. Matter of fact, some could call me a shot caller. Play on words, huh? But see, y'all have to know what's going on. You know what happened in the past for that to make a sense. But see, for you, Vagabond, you just got to be a stepping stone for me. You got to be somebody that I'll step on to get to where I need to be. But see, Vagabond, I ain't going to just talk bad about you. I'm going to tell the truth about you. You've been on a nice little roll. You've been on a nice little come up. You know, you've been in the storyteller's head. You took the storyteller out, took him out of his game. And that's hard to do to a former Pure Heart and Soul Fire champion. So you doing things. And I heard your name across promo world where they're saying Vagabond is one of those guys that's unstoppable. Somebody that can't be touched. Well, it's time for you to get touched, Vagabond. It's time for you to get laid down. See, like they wanted me to do with these tag titles, they wanted me to lay the titles down. Why? Because they was trying to find every way to get the titles off the cartel. And now, they're going to try to find every way to stop me from getting back in the title picture. So stepping on a little pissant like you, Vagabond, please use your voice changers and all that little dumb shit so you can make sure that you lose. But not come out there like a man. I've been waiting to see you come out as a man. That might be something to get you over the top. But right now, Vagabond, I haven't seen nothing that good. The strongest member of your team was Mama Purge, and she gave up the opportunity to compete. That just lets you know that you're a weak bitch.
Wow. Man, Rich Man, I want to personally say thank you for bringing that match idea to us. That was an incredible open. Vagabond looks ready. Bossellini looks ready. That was a straight fire match. And speaking of fire, coming up, we got one of the #1 contender qualifiers for the Soul Fire Championship. These two guys have been fighting around the title pictures. Now they got to go through each other to become one of the #1 contender qualifiers, and that is Sergeant Havoc and AEP. Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Gentlemen of Heart and Soul Promotions, for those of you who have forgotten who I am, let me reintroduce myself. I am Sergeant Havoc. I've just come back from a little bit of a vacation to find I have to take on AEP yet again for another #1 contendership spot. It seems like he's forgotten how things go when he faces me. Each and every single time, he'll walk in thinking that he's bigger, badder, and tougher than he really is. Then he's going to get his ass handed to him and sent packing back down the line. Well, AEP, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, the harbinger of sorrow and your doom, but here's what's going to happen. It's going to be the exact same thing that happened to you the last time you thought you could beat me. I'm going to stomp your ass so bad that you will never, ever want to face me again. Because I don't give a damn. You seem to be just like everyone else. You come in here, you underestimate me, you overestimate yourself, and then you can't even get my name right. You keep calling me Sergeant Chaos or Chaos or whatever it is you want to call me, but it seems that you can't get my name right. So if you can't even get the name of your opponent right, what makes everybody believe that you're going to be able to get the name of the title right, the name of your own self right? You see, if you can't get the simplest of things right, it's the simple things, the small things.
Once you get the small things, then you can move on to the big things. You haven't graduated past the kindergarten level of getting the small shit yet. You can't get that. You can't beat me. Because I will tell you right now, I have more drive, dedication, motivation, and sheer aggravation pent up inside of me that you can't compete with. This is my shot. My chance to be the number one contender and move on and take someone on for that title. You see, I'm the one who is destined to hold gold here. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let you, the Wish.com version of Kimbo Slice, that Dimbo Slice looking motherfucker, step in my way and hold me back. I'm going to do to you exactly what I've done every single time. I'm going to bury you in the middle of that ring, leave you there, and move on to the next match. Because simply put, you're not on my level. You never have been, and you never will be. So in the words of one of my favorite indie wrestlers, One Big Country, you will fear what you don't understand and hate what you can't conquer. Bitch, you're dismissed.
Sarge, what kind of man are you? You try to be the number one contender for the Soul Fight Championship. Sarge, you not the Soul Fight Championship material. I am. Tonight, Sarge, you do not know what I'm going to do to you in this ring. I will go and choke you out and you cannot breathe. I'll go and put you in a body bag in my backyard. I will go put my finisher on you, Jackhammer Entertainment. And you never gonna get up in my ring. Sarge, this not 2023 anymore. This is 2024. And you not gonna beat me again. You not gonna whoop me again. Sarge, I don't know why you deserve to be the Soul Fight Champion. When the last time you'll be a champion in Heart and Soul Promotions? None. But you talk about this gonna be my last time had a championship opportunity. You know it's hard had a lot of championship opportunities, Sarge. I've been all the championship materials. I be all our championship opportunities. Win and lose, I still do it all. Sarge, tonight, 7 minutes in hell, you will go straight to hell. But look at my eyes, Sarge. Look at my eyes. Tonight, I want this. I want that Soul Fight Championship so bad. And I feel it in my bones. And you think you're going to take away from me. Not tonight. Not wherever. Sarge, I will go and kill you in this ring. And I'm gonna see you tonight, Sarge. Get ready.
Wow. That was, man, those two guys definitely want that shot at the title. Man. All right, so 2 great matches. I know we're going to have a great third match because coming up, Mama Purge and Sir Captain. Excuse me. Mama Purge and Sir Captain. I was all choked up after AEP smoked there, but these two, I'm looking forward to this great match. These two bring a little different energy to the show. So Mama Purge, Sir Captain, the floor is yours.
I'm headed straight for the castle. They wanna make me that queen. And there's an old man sitting on the throne there, saying that I probably shouldn't be so mean. I'm headed straight for the castle. They've got the kingdom locked up. And there's an old man sitting on the throne and saying I should probably keep my pretty mouth shut. Straight for the castle.
HSP, hello my naughty puppets, it's your favorite master, it's Mama Purge, and tonight I'm facing Sir Captain. Well, this is if he turns up, which I doubt, because he seems to be a nice person, but a bit, how can I say, not reliable. There's so many matches he no-showed, and obviously he doesn't probably plan on showing on now, because I think he's a bit scared of me, or he doesn't want to lose. I don't know. I mean, whatever. So I'm just saying, like, Sir Captain, you really got if you've turned up and you got the guts to go against me, well, then you have to take the consequences on losing tonight. And you want to know something? I think Jigsaw would like to say a few words for you. And yes, Judge, I'm still using Jigsaw. So please do not adopt me any points because of copyrights. And my flow, I know I'm not good enough. So let's hear it for Jigsaw.
You know, Mama Purge, what pisses me off? That the judge said that I'm just a copycat idiot. Well, who is a copycat idiot now? You, the judge. Don't let me make come for the blood that you have, you stupid idiot. Well, speaking of blood, I love the blue blood, especially from the Britons like Sir Captain. Remember whose fault is it that the Queen died? It was me, Captain. It was me all along.
You know, Sir Captain, this is not Fortnite where I'm nice and, you know, playing with you like a nice woman. This is a real game. And according to my haters, I'm a real mean person. But hey, knowing me, I am not that mean. Just means I'm better than you. And because I'm a nice person, I'm going to give you a place in my castle, which you see at the background. And you can have, like a cozy room, make yourself comfortable. But anytime when I need you, you have to go on your knees, obey me as your master, and make sure you're a good puppet. So, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody else out there, I think you should be aware of a mean person. And with all that being said, Mama Perch is always watching you.
Ladies and boys and girls and people of the promo world, it's your mother, South Lordland King to a kingdom. You're partying, tea drinking, sir and damn saviour. And Mum P, why the hell did you not think that I would show up? Because when a Sir Captain makes a promise, he always holds up to his promises. Yet, the management haven't held up their end of their promise. Because I said last time we spoke that you bring me back, make it worth my time. And I'm not saying Mum P isn't worth my time, because she definitely is worth my time. But why in the blue hell are you deciding to bring me back for a mid-range card? No offence, Mum P, but I have fought your son over and over again, and trust me, every time, unless I feel sorry for him, it ends up the same. By me taking what belongs to me, title after title. So, what makes you think that you, Mama P, are any better than your prodigal son? Because trust me, you're still a pup in the game, whereas me, I've earned my stripes. And Mama P, I'm going to give you a good old spanking, then you're going to enjoy it, trust me. Because when I get the job done, which I do, Mama P, you'll be crying home to Pergy and telling, what did I have to do to beat your boy? I'll tell you what, don't feel blue, but you did your best, you bought it. Next time you might stand a chance. But management, you want to get my butt out of retirement again, make it worth my time. Because Mum P, as much as she's lovely, but she's just the little mummy of the group, and I would like spanking the mummy, teaching her lesson respect, that if you're going to mess with the ball, you're going to get the horns. Peace out, my people. Your boy Cap loves you. I'll see you later, Mum P.
Man, that was a great match. Those two, they know each other a whole lot better than everybody seems to think. Talking about playing some Fortnite. I know that Mama Purge's son, The Purge, and his tag team partner like to play a lot of Fortnite. Apparently, Fortnite is very popular in Europe. Sorry, I'm older. I've never played Fortnite. But coming up next, we got a serious match. These two guys, the last time these two guys faced each other, somebody got attacked from behind. That was Shady Sean McKenzie, got attacked from behind. And he's looking to pay the Tin Man back. So, Shady Sean McKenzie and the Tin Man, the floor is yours.
Promotions. Oh, man. You know, sometimes it just feels so good to be back where you belong. However, that's what people have been saying to me. But I don't feel like I'm where I belong. I've also heard people ask, what have you done since you lost your championship, Shady? Where have you been? I'm sorry if I have bigger horizons than one singular championship here in Heart and Soul to think about. But I don't have time to explain that to all the guys in the back. So management hits me up. Says, Shady, can you make this event? I checked my schedule and I said, yeah, I can do it. And then management hit me up and said, no, we've got to make some changes. So I said, oh, okay, I can still make it work. And then they messaged me again and they said, Shady, we're going to go back to the original plan that we had. Almost as if someone is trying to set Shady Sean McKenzie up for failure. But Shady Sean McKenzie is too smart for that, Tin Man. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This week at 7 minutes from hell. Oh, man. It's going to be a little bit more than 7 minutes from hell for one Tin Man. Because Shady Sean McKenzie is not here to play in Heart and Soul in 2024. No. Shady Sean McKenzie is here for one objective. I'm either going to cash in that golden opportunity to take on one Mr. Blade, that Soulfire Championship. Well, wait. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, this week on The Pulse, he actually accepted a matchup against Shady Sean McKenzie. And I didn't even have to ask. All I had to do was open my mouth. That's the kind of weight that Shady Sean McKenzie carries in this business, Tin Man. What kind of weight do you carry anymore? None. You're the past. You don't exist. You never did in Shady Sean McKenzie's eyes. And I'm telling you right now, Tin Man, come at me with all your might. Go to all your friends. Beg them for their help. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna motherfucking need it. You are no comparison to someone of my caliber. I'm about to leave every fan in Heart and Soul shocked, startled, and stunned when I show them just who the personification of the perplexity of perfection is in this damn business today. It's damn sure not you, Tin Man. So no matter how hard you try to make a comeback, it ain't never, and I mean never, gonna amount to two shits against Shady Sean McKenzie. And if you don't like that, and if the rest of the universe don't like that, well, that's just too damn shady now, isn't it?
Good evening, HSP. It's a long time no see. Do you remember me? That's right. It is me, the man whose name starts with a T. And tonight I face against Shady Sean McKenzie. That's right, the former Pure Heart champion. That's right, everybody remembers Shady Sean McKenzie, the man whose name needs to be changed to Slim because he looks like a meth head from a trailer park. That's right. Shady, you're not providing any shade at all. Hell, you can't even open an umbrella. I don't know what the hell everybody's been telling you out there on the receiving docks of the Walmart in Georgia, but I can surely tell you this, it ain't going to be beating me on another good day. You may have done it in the past, but you know what? It doesn't matter how many times you beat me or how hard you hit me or how much we insult one another, you're never going to be as good as me. Do you know how much influence I have put in HSP? I even went out there several years back and I had a damn stuffed animal that I named Rainbow. And everybody was so worried about the whereabouts and the well-being of a damn stuffed animal. To the point that Dr. Quack's old lady decided she was going to get a stuffed llama and name it Jeffy. So I had to set Rainbow on fire. That's right, I took a child stuffed animal and set it on fire on the HSP screens. Now what does that have to do with me? Jeffy is nothing more than a mentally handicapped version of my government name. Now before you left-handed Bud Light drinkers out there jump on Tin Man about making fun of the mentally handicapped, go watch the movie The Ringer. Nothing offensive about that movie at all. They say Jeffy all damn day. And the fact of the matter that A-List Alverson is going to jump on board with this whole Jeffy thing is ludicrous. It's just as ludicrous as the whole fact of you thinking that you're better than me, Shady. It's so much of a brain fart. It's like the mayor of New York suing the bus companies for bringing migrant workers to his city. The bus companies are just doing a job they were hired for. You don't sue them, you sue the state of Texas for hiring them. That's ridiculous. But speaking of migrant workers, did I or did I not see something where you were talking about the cartel? Are you part of the cartel? Are you rooting for the cartel? Are you like Arsenio Hall who Because if you are, you're on the wrong side of the quadrant, bud. Because you see, I don't see what the cartel is that's so great. They're not scary at all. And I see the cartel is just like the rest of these migrants that's coming up in here. They need to go. Oh shit, Tin Man's calling out the cartel. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. But Shady, Jesus Christ, man. What you really, 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 really need to do is just go back to your old gimmick. Now, what's that you say? You didn't know that Shady Sean McKenzie had an old gimmick? Well, of course he does. Just YouTube Diamond Dave. That's Shady Sean McKenzie all fucking day. Now, I say that, Shady, and I say this to all of you in HSP. Whether I win or lose, this message stands clear. I'm going to war against the cartel. Why, you say? Maybe the Tin Man wants to raise a little hell. Gee, I wonder what that can mean. Other than that, I've said all I need to say. Shady? It's been fun, bud. Get fucked.
Wow. Man, there was so much going on there. We had a lot of comments coming in on this one, man. This match was a great match. Yeah, full-on double rainbow. That was an old thing. Wow. Whew. All right, so let me go ahead and go over some of these comments. Time to pay the bills. A few commercials for you.
If you have ever wanted to own a championship belt made to the highest quality standards, an exact duplicate of your favorites growing up that you saw on TV, or your own dreamed up customization, reach out to ORM Belts, the official sponsor of Heart and Soul Promotions, maker of the Soulfire, Tag Team, and Pure Heart Championship. That's ORM Belts.
bills are sufficiently paid. We want to thank our sponsors, ORM Belts. You saw that tag team title on there made by ORM Belts. You're going to see the Soulfire title up later on, and you're going to see that Pure Heart title all later on. They all came from ORM Belts. They make top quality products. Belt collectors always reach out to them. They're one of the top makers. So if you're a belt collector, reach out to ORM Belts or reach out redbubble.com. You can get some merch, Heart and Soul Promotions, Buy Boss's merch. That's the common tagline here. You can get A-List Alverson. You can get Heathen. You can get all kinds of different gear. Redbubble.com, in the search bar, Heart and Soul Fed. And the new sponsor here, Blood Kingdom. That is Jody Kidd. He does WrestleMania games. He puts them up on YouTube, putting together his own characters. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, reach out to Jody Kidd on YouTube. But coming up next, we had a number one contender for the Soulfire. Now we've got a number one contender qualifier for the Pure Heart. And the two men in this match, Purge, Jacob X. Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Come on!
And assholes of HSP, we have to talk because there is somebody, some bitch ass who's coming in HSP, threatening you all, insulting you all, and you don't do nothing about it. You know why, HSP? Because you have no balls. You have no balls after all. So that's why I have to step up, the one, the only, the Purge, the German bastard at your service, and have to put this asshole on his place. Because you know why, Jacob X? You come in here to my place, my home, my territorium, and think like you are already the big shit here. Well, how many times do I heard that? In my 3 years as a promo artist. How many times? Too many times. And too many times often. If I would get €5 for each and every single bitch ass who is saying that line each and every single time, I would be a rich ass and wouldn't be here anymore with your stupid ass. You know why? You know why, Jacob X? Because I have deserved better. I deserve to be in the spotlight with Old School, with A-List Alverson, with Mr. Wallace, even though we are in cartel apparently, but you as a rookie, do not belong in my place after all. Even in my level here. I was a World Heavyweight Champion, I've been a Tag Team Champion, Empire Champion, Havoc Champion, the list goes on and on and on. Do you gonna threaten me that I'm a lazy champion or not? Even though I currently have no belts that I'm gonna showing off. Because I already gave you a history lesson. And what else did you done? This, ladies and gentlemen, is Jacob X, who thinks like he could be a keyboard warrior and do not cut a proper promo just like that. if you do think for one split second with that bullshit that insults the entire promo world that you being a lazy promo artist, well then wake the fuck up earlier. Wake maybe up on my time, but not on yours. Then you definitely got fucking wrong. Because I think I should call Mama Perch and let you have some teaching lessons. We all know how this went, right? But ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, Jacob X, you just got owned by yours truly, the Perch. And I don't want to hear any bitching, any complaining about, any God knows how many insults that you're gonna take on old school Johnny Blade and the cartel. I don't want to hear this bullshit anymore. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you're all gonna hear the three most dangerous words in the promo universe today. Embrace the vision.
You're so beautiful. Hello. Can you see me?
You know, Purge, what I've been seeing this week is quite pathetic. And although I would like to say it's a pleasure facing you, I would be extremely disappointed, much like the fans are disappointed. You see, I said I was trying to make this place tough. You spun the narrative like I was trying to disrespect those around me. Where did you get toughen up and disrespect? It sounds to me like you have a God complex. It sounds like to me you have an issue. Understanding, you see, you spoke a lot this week about a lot of things. None of it was relevant to what I was speaking of. Making this place talked about, making this place feared. That's what I want to do. But you somehow took from that I was being disrespectful to the ones that came before me. Purge, that is the problem that I have with people like you. You do not deserve to be in contention for this championship because you cannot simply understand what I am speaking of. See, the championship that I'm going for, it's prestigious. A lot of greats have held that title, but it could be better. It could be bigger. You with your simple mind and your boomer mentality are holding this division back. So Purge, tonight it all comes to a screeching halt and you hit that dead end. The same dead end that many before you have hit. Purge, whether you like it or not, the warning signs were there in front of you all along. You just refuse to accept it. You just refuse to turn back. And although this dead end is going to hurt you, understand this. It's a necessary casualty. It's a necessary destruction that needs to happen to send a message. And that message is as clear as the message that I said. I am going to make this place tough. I'm going to make Heart and Soul Promotions talked about and feared again. When you mention the absolute cream of the crop, the absolute best, this place doesn't even come to mind. By the time I'm done with this division, it will. Purge your delusions. Your narrative, be just that. A theory. A narrative that nobody hears. Quote the Reaper. Nevermore.
one of those two guys is going to be one of the number one contenders for the Pure Heart title. We're going to find out who that is in a little bit. But coming up next, the Johnny Blade Assessment Challenge. Now, Johnny Blade had been taking people that he thought were being overlooked and trying to give them a shot. He gave people like Johnny Rockstar a shot. But Villain is not being overlooked. He's a former tag team champion. He's held titles in multiple other places. But something that the Villain did or said got under Johnny Blade's skin, and he wanted to find out who he was. So, Johnny Blade, the Villain, the floor is yours.
Now I've never been one to play it safe. I might play a little dirty someday, and I'll follow in fate. They say I'm the chosen one. I know what it takes to be a king, be the song everybody wanna sing, break heart and deep, and be the chosen one. Ain't nothing gonna stop this. Ain't nothing gonna stop this fire. I was born to be making history, something greater, something higher. Ain't nothing gonna stop this fire. It's plain reality. Here's Johnny.
Ladies and gentlemen of the HSP, it is time for Villain versus Johnny Blade. Now, Johnny, isn't it so funny how you want to sit here and come out on screen and say, I'm going to sit here and do an assessment challenge, and you're going to stack yourself up against anybody in the HSP. But yet, don't you think as a champion you want to sit there and stack yourself up against people you know you're going to sit there and beat on a day in and day out basis, and yet you have failed already in a match. How the heck can you lose to Prince Blackheart? Prince Blackheart can't even lace my shoes, but yet you failed in that match against him. So what makes you think you're going to be able to sit here and assess yourself against me? The man that you said when you first saw me on screen, I was intimidating. And yet you are getting me right now. And if you fail to give me your best effort, you're going to sit there and guess what? Be in a triple threat versus me and Heathen. And what makes you think that if you lose to me, that you're not only going to sit there and lose to me again in a triple threat match, but that you could stack yourself up against Heathen? So what champion really are you? Are you that fighting champion that you thought you are, or are you just not good enough? Because let's all be frank. There's a reason why you didn't make it to the big leagues in professional wrestling. You only made it so far into the indie scene. And you want to sit there and come here to the HSP and try to stack yourself up against us. And yet, you, my friend, are failing. Congratulations, you won your championship. But after this, you're on notice. The championship will be mine. Ladies and gentlemen of the HSP, it is time for Villain versus Johnny Blade. Now, Johnny, isn't it so funny how you want to sit here and come out on screen and say, I'm going to sit here and do an assessment challenge, and you're going to stack yourself up against anybody in the HSP. But yet, don't you think as a champion you want to sit there and stack yourself up against people you know you're going to sit there and beat on a day in and day out basis, and yet you have failed already in a match. How the heck can you lose to Prince Blackheart? Prince Blackheart can't even lace my shoes, but yet you failed in that match against him. So what makes you think you're going to be able to sit here and assess yourself against me? The man that you said when you first saw me on screen, I was intimidating. And yet you are getting me right now. And if you fail to give me your best effort, you're going to sit there and guess what? Being a triple threat versus me and Heathen. And what makes you think that if you lose to me, that you're not only going to sit there and lose to me again in a triple threat match, but that you could stack yourself up against Heathen. So what champion really are you? Are you that fighting champion that you thought you are, or are you just not good enough? Because let's all be frank. There's a reason why you didn't make it to the big leagues in professional wrestling. You only made it so far into the indie scene. And you want to sit there and come here to the HSP and try to stack yourself up against us. And yet, you, my friend, are failing. Congratulations, you won your championship. But after this, you're on notice. The championship will be mine.
Heart and Soul Promotions, it is me, your current reigning defending Soulfire champion, Johnny Blade. And tonight at 7 Minutes in Hell, yes, 7 Minutes in Hell, we're going to have another Johnny Blade Soulfire Assessment Challenge where I'm facing the villain. And if he wins, he gets added to my next title match in 2 weeks against Heathen, somebody who I really, really, really want one-on-one. So, villain, I can't let you win this match tonight. I can't do it. You've been a mainstay here at Heart and Soul Promotions for a long time. As a matter of fact, when I first came in to HSP, you were here, you were on the pulse a little bit, and then you just left. But that's why I wanted to give you an opportunity. I've always had respect for you, villain. I've always had a respect for you. But there's one thing. I told you on the Pulse this past Wednesday that I don't have any problems with you, and I don't, except for one thing that you said not too long ago. It was on the Pulse before I faced A-List Alverson for this championship, before I defeated A-List. You said that A-List Alverson was going to destroy me. And very ironically, right after that Pulse is when you disappeared, when I became Soulfire champion. So I never forgot that. Maybe it was just coincidence, and that's fine. Tonight, the guy that's been in this less than a year, the guy that's been in this, 8 months, is coming in here to defeat the HSP veteran known as Villain, because you cannot, and I repeat, cannot be in this match with me and Heathen. I'm getting sick and tired of being called inconsistent by guys like you, by everybody here at HSP. And it's about time people are going to know just who in the hell Johnny Blade is. After tonight, actually, after 2 weeks, everybody is going to know. Everybody's going to know just who the hell I am.
They gonna fucking learn, I tell you. They gonna learn one way or another. Give me a figure here now. He put up a little bit of a fight. But not enough. Hello, HSP. Sorry to rain on the parade, if you will. But, you see, Villain and anybody else in HSP, I might not be back, but I never really left. In one way or another, y'all are going to recognize that. One way or another, all of HSP will know that I am always watching. And as long as I'm around, nobody, especially you, villain, is going to come between my brother and finally getting the title he so rightfully deserves and should have had a long damn time ago. So, let this be a message, Heart and Soul Promotions. No matter what, I'm always around. And when it comes to my brother, nobody will stand in the way. And if I decide to come back, well, I already think that every one of y'all know how that's fixing to go down. Stick around, HSP. Enjoy the show. What's left of it. I'll always be watching. This is Reed. Signing out.
Wow. So if you couldn't tell, Villain was attacked right after the match by Rig, who, just to be perfectly clear, does not have a contract currently here in Heart and Soul Promotions. Wow. I hope Villain's all right. If once we get a medical update on the Villain, we'll make sure to let you guys know what's going on. The judges are trying to figure out what's going on with that. If Rig was involved in a disqualification or not, we don't know yet. We're going to find out what the judge's final ruling is. But we got some time to let the judges figure it out because it's time for the match. 7 minutes in hell. The main event of the evening. Old School defending his title against Mr. Wallace. For those of you that missed it, at Soul Harvest last year in November, these two guys, 4-minute match, it went to a draw. In Heart and Soul Promotion, no coin flips on title matches. Must be a clear winner. And these two tied. And as was noted in their commentary back and forth, hyping up for this match, Mr. Wallace, this is the second time Mr. Wallace has been involved in a tie for the Pure Heart title. They're going to settle it here. 7 minutes in hell. Make sure you got everything ready. Get your popcorn. Get your soda. Take a smoke break. Mr. Wallace, Old School, the floor is yours.
Mother Nature, HSP. It's a beautiful thing, don't you think? See, I'm not doing nothing new. I'm not doing nothing impressive. I must give credit where credit is due. I've seen storyteller promo in the snow. I've seen other promo artists promo in the element. And I'm just doing this because fact of the matter is there was once a time, old school, that you said that the Mr. Wallace is stuck in a box. Well, how big is this box, huh? I'm not even worried about the elements. I'm not worried about the Kia driving in the background. I'm not worried about the noise in the background. I'm worried about the words. Because when I sit here and I think about what makes a great promo artist, old school, and I'm willing to admit that I've drawn inspirations from other people. I'm willing to admit that I've watched and viewed others do their damn thing. But what makes Mr. Wallace make sure you say the Mr. so damn great is because I managed to take elements of other people's styles, elements of other people's characters, whether they were in BWO, Foundation, WGP, or even here in HSP, and have all acclimated some sort of element and molded all into one that is right here before you, and that is Mr. Wallace. And make sure you say the damn Mr. Because fact of the matter is, old school, I'm not here to fuck around. I'm not here to just turn on the camera and talk some shit. No, damn it, I'm here to finish something that I felt was wrongfully taken from me the first time around, and that is the Pure Heart Championship. See, you can sit there and say whatever the hell you want, that I joined the cartel for clout, that I did everything here in HSP for shine. No, old school. See, that's where you're sadly mistaken, because if you know the Mr. like you think you know him, do you understand that I came from nothing and made my name something? That I started from the motherfucking bottom at the BWO and worked my way up to the top and one of the most dangerous promo fairs there ever is. A place where you must talk your shit and back that shit up. A place that is no holds barred, that is the equivalent of a hardcore match every time you step in a promo match over there. And so I'm hardened to people like you. I'm already been built for people like you. Damn it, old school. I'm just a more evolution version of you. There's as much homage and much respect that I have for you. You must understand that you, old school, you stuck in the past, old bird. You stuck with things used to be gravy, used to be cool. But no, you in the young man's game now. And if it wasn't for the fact that it was you that said it, if it wasn't for the fact that the words came out of your damn mouth, this would be a different situation. But I must show. Hell, I'm going to prove why the Mr. Make sure you say the damn Mr. is one of the best to ever do this shit. Old school, you woke up a sleeping giant. And as the cars roll by, well, damn it, I must remind you that your promo career is just going to be like those rotten paths. Because your time is up, butter. It's time for a new regime to take place here in HSP. Because in our last match, old school, I asked you a question and I never got an answer. And do you remember what that question was, old school? Do you? Oh, think about it. I know it's hard for your old ass to remember some things because you're getting up there in age. Well, let me remind you what that question was, Old School. The question that I proposed to you in our last battle, I said, Old School, since you become champion, what have you done to elevate HSP? And you know how you answered that question, Old School? You answered it by being preoccupied with some other mumbo jumbo bullshit that had to deal with the tag team division. Cause you're worried about the highway hell races, huh? You worried about the chaotic order, huh? You worried about the other members of my faction in the cartel, huh? But you haven't been focused on the real threat to your championship reign. Because you gotta remember, last time we met, I had you right where I wanted you. And then despite whatever happened, you didn't beat me. You survived me. You walked out of that place still champion. But please, and trust me when I say this, you walked out severely bruised, battered, beaten the fuck down. But that luck is running out, Old School. Because after tonight and after this match, you won't be so lucky. You won't be so happy walking out with that Pure Heart Championship. Matter of fact, you're going to be walking with your tails between your legs because you became the next victim of Mr. Wallace. Make sure you say the Mr.
Mr. Wallace, as I jump off of my ride into the battlefield, my feet hit the ground. I'm telling you right now, 7 minutes of hell is not what you needed to win this championship. Because let's be real. Today on this battlefield, I'm not only going to beat you, I'm going to defeat you. I'm going to embarrass you, and I'm going to show the world that every single time you get to the dance, you just can't be the one leading that dance, can you? Walk with me, Mr. Wallace, as we speak a little bit of truth here on this battlefield. As you see, I've lined tanks, guns, artillery up all over the place, because today, like that big gun down there, I'm going to drop promo bombshells on you. I'm going to tell you the truth in conviction about what's wrong with Mr. Wallace, and here it goes. Every time you meet the champion, oh my God, you get the 4 minutes regulation match and you just can't pull it off. All you can do is tie. You don't have nothing that beats the champion. So what makes 3 more minutes different? Not a difference in the world, because as you see, I will go above and beyond you and every other promo artist in this game that's lackluster and wants to sit on their ass and video from their mama's basement. I come out here in the live environment. I'm the naturalist of the promo game. I'm the one that delivers verbal assault along with championship quality promo. Hey, Mr. Wallace, as I bring more artillery to the game that you can't handle, I bring tanks that drop shells the size of Egypt on top of your head. Give you the reality of what's going down here today. That Mr. Mayhem, the rest of you have delivered, I don't want to say a burial, but the end of Mr. Wallace. Because see, Mr. Wallace, if you can't do it in 7 minutes of hell, you can't deliver with 7 minutes, then what really are you here for? What can you really do in the promo world except for go against the A-listers and the old schools and get a draw every single time? Every single time you tell the world to actually draw, don't worry, I'm coming back, I'm taking the championship, but yet here it still is. Here the champion still stands in front of you, delivering a verbal assault on you and proving to the HSP that all these naysayers that say Old School couldn't get the job done against Wallace and the cartel. Well, Wallace and cartel, with all your money and all your pride and joys, can you deliver a tank in your promo? Can you deliver a Huey helicopter in your promo? No, only the verbal assassin Old School, the originator of the pipe bomb promo, can do that. So Wallace, once again, I'm telling you, I'm dropping promo shells with a cannon the size of, well, this. Can you believe it? I brought a whole damn cannon here to prove to the world that, well, Mr. Wallace, everything you shoot are BBs. Everything I do is just magical. People watch the HSP not because of you, Mr. Wallace. They watch it because of champions like me. Champions that deliver, that say when they're going after a title, they reach out and take it. Not ones that stand there and go, I'm going to win it next time, boss. And you don't win it. You struggle. You have no material. 7 minutes of hell? What can you possibly do in 7 minutes of hell? What I can do is I can start adjusting my cannon to finally take Mr. Wallace out of the what should I say, top tier talent matchups. Like me, A-list Alverson, Roughneck, guys who have held this title, and kept it with pride, while guys like you have chased the championship for so long. That's all you know how to do is chase. And it makes you irrelevant. It makes you a lost and forbidden promo artist that nobody wants to see anymore because they know what to expect. You're going to choke. You're not going to deliver. You're not going to get the job done. You're going to swear to everybody that, oh my God, I came this close to beating the champ. And every single time you've been that close to beating the champ, you just didn't beat the champ. Because the champ is standing here telling you right now, HSP, I promised the world I'd deliver a promo nobody ever saw before. And I've delivered all the artillery I need to defeat Mr. Wallace. 7 minutes of hell was not a distraction for me, was not a disadvantage to me. It gave me more time to prove to the world that people like Mr. Wallace don't deserve to be in championship matches like this. Because they can't get the job done in a standard match. So what do? We give them an extension. Thus why I'm delivering promo bombs here today and blowing Mr. Wallace's whole career out of the water. What do you do now, Mr. Wallace? You go back to the drawing board and you ask for 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 14 minutes, because I'll deliver every single minute with this championship belt, and I'll prove to the world I'm the greatest HSP Pure Heart champion that's ever been. So, Mr. Wallace, the final ending of such a great historical battle as the HSP wanted you to believe, a story that needed to be finished, needed to be told, is what they tell me. That's why you got 7 minutes. What you see behind me is HSP, the fort that I am protecting as the champion, the fort that I have delivered some of the most epic promo battles in the history of HSP, showing up with my low rider, showing up with ladders, a new championship belt, and now I bring you to the battlefield. And you know what, Mr. Wallace, sadly, this is just another battle that I leave you laying on the battlefield a beaten man when it was supposed to be your biggest claim to victory, your time to shine, your time to reach up and grab the brass ring that you've always wanted. Isn't that what it's about, Mr. Wallace? You just have to be the champion. You've got to be the man that the whole world wants to see wearing the top championship prize. No, it's not what it's about, Mr. Wallace. It's about me proving to the whole HSP, the board, even your boy Rich Man, that you were never on my level, that you were never prepared to take this championship from old school. That's why I bring you to the last stand, the place where I belong, on top of the mountain, on top of everything in HSP, to be the greatest that I am, to be the baddest son of a bitch to ever deliver a promo in this business. And over there waits my ride, to fly out of here and leave you laying on this battlefield forever. And sadly, Mr. Wallace, I'm going to get real close when I say this. This was as close as you were ever getting to the championship in HSP. This was the closest you would ever get to being called champ. So today I just call you Wallace, the lost soldier, the one that couldn't deliver the final shot.
Wow. Wow. One more time for that main event. Wow, that was an incredible match. Let me go find a comment here because I'm going to put it up here. I agree. Match of the year. I don't know what MOTM, but that's a match of the year candidate for sure. Those two guys, they went to battle, and in old school's case, literally on the battlefield. It's going to be interesting to find out what the judges say. But while they were doing that, I will tell you that Rig did not cause a disqualification. There will be a judgment of that match. It will be based on the judges. Rig's actions happened after the match was considered over. The judges and the competition committee did not consider Rig's attack part of the match. So with that, it's time to find out the results. Time to find out who won. So the first match here, Vagabond and Bossolini Carter Diamond. Wow, that was a great match. That was a great opening to the show. Let's find out what the judges thought of this match. All right, so the first score, we have 31-30, Vagabond. The second judge, 30-29, Bossolini. And the third judge, a 32-31. Your winner, the Vagabond. Congratulations. Great job, boss. That was a great fight. Vagabond, boy, he looked like he was ready to prove to the rich man that he's ready. And I agree here, Shady. Congratulations. A great show by everybody. Great job. So, Sergeant Havoc and AEP. This is to figure out the first of the number one contender qualifiers for the Soul Fire title. Let's find out. The first judge, a 31-29 AEP. The second judge, a 29-27 Sergeant Havoc. And the third judge, a 30-29 with a final score of 87-86. The first number one contender qualifier, AEP. Congratulations. Congratulations to AEP. Man, those two guys, they brought it. It's obvious they want to get a shot at that Soulfire title. We're going to find out after the next show who holds it. But that's whoever has that, Johnny Blade or Heathen or maybe Villain, we don't know yet. You got to face one of those two. So, the next match here, Mama Purge and Sir Captain. Apparently, a lot of people thought Sir Captain wasn't going to show up, but he showed up and he brought a great match and a great challenge to Mama Purge. But the judges have spoken, and it is a clean sweep. A 30-29, a 31-30, and a 30-29. 91-88. Your winner, Mama Purge. Congratulations, Mama Purge. Sir Captain, that was a great match. Your words have been heard. We're going to see what we can do about getting you around the title picture. But your words have been heard. Sir Captain, great match. Congratulations to Mama Purge. The next one, Shady Sean McKenzie and the Tin Man. Tin Man never fails to surprise, and Shady Sean McKenzie has shown that he's no longer distracted. He's ready to win and kick some ass and take some names, but so is the Tin Man. Let's find out what the judges thought. So, the first judge awards a 32-32 tie. Second judge, 33-31, Shady Sean McKenzie. And the final judge, a 32-31, the Tin Man. But with a final score of 96-95, your winner, Shady Sean McKenzie. Congratulations, Shady. But I will say that's not the end of the story, because is Tin Man back? And is he going to be joining the Hellraisers? Who knows? We'll find out. The only thing I can tell you is Heathen and Riggs speak for themselves. We don't know what's going to happen. Those three have all fought huge wars. Sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We will find out. So the next match, we know one of the number one contender qualifiers for the Soulfire is AEP. Let's find out one of the qualifiers for that Pure Heart title. Is it going to be the Purge or Jacob X? Let's find out. So the first judge awards a 31-30 Jacob X. The second judge, a 31-30, The Purge. And a third judge, 30-29, with a final score of 91-90. Your winner and the first qualifier for the #1 contender match for the Pure Heart title, The Purge. Congratulations, Purge. Jacob X, great match. You're new here, but we're looking around. We're looking to see you in the title picture very, very soon. The competition committee likes the stuff you bring, so don't get discouraged. This was a close match, 1 point difference. Coming up next match, the Johnny Blade Assessment Challenge. Is this going to be a triple threat, or is it going to be a one-on-one at our next show? Let's find out. So, it is a clean sweep with a score of 30-29, 30-29, and 31-27. 91-85. Your winner, Johnny Blade. Congratulations, Johnny Blade, the villain. We're going to find out about him as soon as he gets back from the medical facility. We're going to have a report on that. We're going to find out what happened, how messed up he is, how hurt he is. Let's pray and hope that villain is okay and it's just some minor injuries. So the next show, we know one-on-one, Johnny Blade versus the Heathen. And there's one more underlying story on this. This will finish the Heathen's contract with the cartel. The contract was stated that he had to make a Soulfire title match. We know on January 25th, that is going to happen. So congratulations to the Heathen and congratulations, Johnny Blade. Good luck to both gentlemen. And now it's time to find out the main event of the evening. This match was incredible. I saw a lot of comments. I would hate to be the judge on this one, and I agree. But I will tell you this, we do not need a fourth judge. It is a decision. It is a complete decision. No coin flip, no fourth judge needed. So, I'm just going to give the total scores. One person got 96. The other person got 92. One judge gave them a tie. The other two judges picked your winner. And new Pure Heart champion, Mr. Wallace. Congratulations to Mr. Wallace. Old school, it was a great run as the Pure Heart champion. We know you're looking to get you and Roughneck back in the tag team title picture as well. Plus, we know that he's got a golden ticket somewhere. He might use it to get back to the tag titles. In fact, he has two because he got his for the tag titles. And now this Pure Heart. But congratulations, Mr. Wallace. To everybody on this show, thank you very much. To all of those that you watched us here as we started out 2024, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting us and giving us a great show tonight. The promo artists, thank you. They put on a great, one hell of a show, 7 minutes in hell, to entertain all of you. And you showed up and you supported them with a lot of comments. Thank you all. And I will see you in 2 weeks, January 25th, the next show coming up. We already know tag team title defense for the cartel against the Chaotic Order, and Johnny Blade is defending against the Heathen. And I'll see you in 2 weeks.